the button. And we should be live. Just gonna check to make sure. Because a little YouTube AI lags behind a bit. There we go. We are live for another week. Now, last week, I did say that I would try my hand at AP bombs again with the 177. But as you can see, I still don't have the 177. I was going to use this with the triple Fritz X, but I will. So what I'm going to do instead is play a recently acquired old event ship, because it actually became quote-unquote cheap recently. And I have been liking it. Sure thing, cutie. You can squad up with me. Find you again. There we are. And we go to Naval Realistic. So I'm going to mainly be playing the HMS Tiger. But what I might also do... That isn't showing again. God darn it. Let me fix it real quick. It should be. Hold on. Should be working. Why does stuff always break when I don't want it to break? There it is. You can see it now? Because I still can't. Oh well. Yeah, I was going to say, so I'm going to be playing HMS Tiger, and to I might actually experiment with AP bombs again, but on hard mode, because I think this thing does indeed have AP bombs. So let's see, can I create one? I can't use 1,000 pounders together with it, can I? I can? Not two of them. Red Angel are even heavier, so no. I could take some smaller AP bombs, but would that be useful? Not really. I think I might just go empty. And use the big ol' AP bomb and see what it does. Well, that balance is actually from a while ago. No, I've actually lost a lot of SL just trying to grind out my German planes. And buying lots of German planes. Because RRB doesn't earn me as much SL as Naval does, that's for sure. Anyways, QD, I think we'll just get going. In the meantime, I'm gonna see what I can do with the chat. Oh well, I think we'll have to do without the chat for the time being. At least, I mean, I can still read it, it just won't appear on stream. Anyways, HMS Tiger. This is not the greatest map for cruisers because you have to go all the way around here. But oh well. Oh, nice. I don't really like the Mohawk too much because British destroyers so they detonate quite easily, but it's not the worst. Seems like it goes down there. Oh, it is Alan. Somebody I know. I didn't actually show you what modifications I have on the Tiger now, did I? I've only gotten, I think, FP and AP shells, and that's about it. So my Tiger is pretty much bone stock, which you might be able to tell by the speed. Yep, I finally decided to splurge and get myself a Tiger from the marketplace. I think it dropped down to below 50 Gaijin coin, or 50 euros basically. And that was good enough for me, especially since I did really want the Tiger.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
I've played a few matches in it already and I'm quite liking it, although it is different from a lot of ships. At least a lot of ships I've previously played. I don't really want to engage at these kind of ranges because my guns just aren't good at long range. But I'm going to be too slow to really get in here. But I might just be heading straight for A and see what happens. Indeed. I really know that the chat isn't working. And I really don't know why either.
The enemy is winning.
Oh well. Let's see if I can open up with that rear gun as well. As you can see though, long travel times. Almost 20 seconds for 12 kilometers. I did find that these shells do hit really hard though, when you hit.
The enemy has captured most of the strategic zones.
Yeah. I did see a lot of people get the Tiger from the boxes, but I sadly wasn't one of the lucky ones. Yeah, like usually, but this time I got it for around about 50. But the usual price for it is like around about 120, 140, which is ridiculous for a cruiser, especially when it's not premium, especially when it's not really that good either. But yeah, the price definitely plummeted That's why I just decided to get myself
Destroy the target.
a Tiger.
We need to put more pressure on the enemy. They're winning.
Because it is also one... It is a... Well... It's not as unique as it used to be, because there are other post-war anti-air cruisers, but it's still a really unique ship. So very much a nice collector's item. Really not the best map for it though. You want to get close with the Tiger. No aircraft up? Nope. Straddling it apparently. Stray hit there. Let's see if we can actually do some meaningful damage. I think it's an ammo elevator as well, isn't it? Yeah. But my reload rate never suffers from ready wrecks or anything like that. And you can get the reload down on these guns to 3 seconds, which is very nice. Actually, I need to check on the Worcester class cruiser. What is the Roanoke, to see what its reload can be. Because I think the Roanoke actually has a similar reload to this. With its 6-inch guns. My crew call that collision alert, but there clearly isn't one.
Commencing attack!
Roanoke only goes down to 5, yeah. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. There's a second less than the Brooklyn. That's about the range I want to start fighting people at. Sub 7 kilometers. If my dispersion wants to work with me. But that's one of the funny things about the HMS Tiger, that its dispersion is actually pretty bad. And with only 4 guns, it's pretty noticeable.
Starboard your helm. Target identified. Heavy cruiser.
I also get the feeling that this ship rolls a lot on its own, but I'm not quite sure. I've noticed it a few battles where it just tends to roll a lot. I'm not sure if it's just me being paranoid or not. I don't think it's a thing about stock or not. At least I don't think it is. To be perfectly honest with you, I haven't really played stock ships in a while. But no, there shouldn't be any upgrades that improve their stability or anything like that. Like, I thing you kind of have to keep into account when it comes to older event ships, like older rare ships, is when a bug starts appearing on those ships. There's not a lot of people to notice the bug, to notice a discrepancy in performance compared to other ships. But yeah, I'll just keep an eye out on it. There's an aircraft up. Too far out for the guns to hit. Also, incredibly fast fire control system, because it is a relatively modern ship. As you can see, my dispersion is making it almost impossible for me to hit this Italian cruiser. 8 kilometers away. Just look at the shell impacts. When I do hit and pan, I'm actually doing quite a fair bit of damage. Damage being done or like friendlies hitting him. He's down.
Attack the B point.
Omaha, but he's a bit far out for my tastes.
Target identified. Patrol vessel. 5,000 meters.
4-0 patrol vessel hole. There it is.
The enemy has most of the strategic zones.
Actually, I'll switch to the HE. Because another thing I've noticed from playing this ship is that the stock high explosive shell does quite well. It is a potent HE shell. If we can actually hit my target. I think he's behind solid cover. No, he just splashed him there. There we go. That should be it going down, I believe. Yep. Just an AI ship at all. And the guy got sunk before he even did anything to him. And now I think my match is over, because I'm just not fast enough to get to the other capture points.
Attack the B point.
Target. I think it's the AI one, isn't it? Yeah, it's the AI. What's the scores looking like? Next to nothing left on the enemy team. Please let the aircraft come my way. Actually, you know what? Let's do some manual gunnery. Weird because the float plane be going up and down. It's getting close. There we go. Some hits. I think, yeah, that thing is going down now. helicopters from ships. Because most of them aren't really armed with anything potent. Nor do most of them have floats to capture points with. Also, I don't think the Tiger has any aircraft facilities. No, it doesn't look like it.
We need to put more pressure on the enemy. They're winning. Somebody attack him!
It is kind of the... This map is somewhat poorly designed for the side I'm on, because the cruisers have to make quite a detour to get to B and C, while steers can go straight in. Like, they can even go straight into B. We're just going down this channel here. So it tends that the southern cruisers tend to be just forced into A. But yeah. Let's switch on radar, because I think that'll be more useful. There's something on radar. Oh, that's the thing on radar.
Attack the B point!
It's on the radar, an aircraft thing on radar, but I think it's... oh well. There goes another F1M. Which still kind of annoys me, because that thing doesn't have F1M's model on it. Whilst we're sailing, let's see if I can do anything about my chat again. What any of these options do, man? Oh, yeah. Do we have the chat? I believe we have the chat. It should disappear in a few seconds, all the backlog of it. There we
The
go.
enemy is winning! We must counterattack!
Like when I open the source window for the chat, there's so many options that I'm afraid it'll just implode the stream if I click the wrong one. But oh well, I clearly clicked the correct one.
Hold your helm. Aye, steer port.
I think our Isus is desperately trying to get onto B, but it's having to fight off some dangerous targets. I mean, it wasn't the worst. An AIR kill, one actual AI kill, and then 5 assists. Could be worse.
Helm, harbour starboard.
Definitely need to get some speed upgrades though on this ship. Some mobility upgrades.
Helm, midship. Helmet, aye.
Hold on, can I arc some shells over this? I could, but the game's over. Somewhat closer to getting parts. And another reason why I can actually spare the Tiger, because I do have a ship left to unlock for the British. Let's actually look at the... Yep, so all I have is AP and FP. I still have to get parts, and then I'll get speed upgrades. Probably kind of want the improved rangefinder as well, because my rangefinders are now not 100% accurate. Ah, look at cringe. Hmm. Oh well. I need to keep an eye on the chat because I think it's a bit delayed now. I'm not gonna touch it anymore. Better to have a delayed chat than no chat at all, I guess. And we still haven't had the chance to actually use the Wyvern with the AP bomb. Oh, is it? Don't really like playing jets though. Also, that's quite an expensive jet from what I remember. Yeah, the chat is delayed. Not from a good code. You know what? I'll just keep this right here. And it should stay working. Yeah, that's basically the biggest concern with using AP bombs, is that you have to be really accurate with them. But that's kind of why I wanted to try them out with the Fritz X, because you can guide the Fritz X in a little bit at least. But yeah. Also, another thing I wanted to check was just... Let's take the Southampton. Its HE filler is almost 4 kilos of TNT. The lander is the same gun. Yeah, the same gun. Something I've noticed about the Tiger's HE is that it almost has 8 kilos of TNT filler, which is quite nice. I don't really know how that compares to the other. Actually, how does it compare to heavy cruiser HE? A little less than 8-inch HE. I guess that's impressive. Well, definitely when you can just spam it out every 3 seconds. Let's see, what's the actual reload rate at the moment? Yeah, 3.2 seconds. Still to do quite a bit from a British naval cruise. But oh well, that's a worry for another time. Norway could be good, but I would have preferred the south spawn, that's for sure. I will spawn up here and then work our way down. Actually work our way across like this.
All hands to battle stations. Engines, flank speed. Starboard your helm. Aye, steer starboard.
Attack the D point.
Collision alert.
Ooh, that reminds me. I didn't make any videos the past week. And I have somewhat of an excuse for that this time around. There's a video competition on Warthner Live that I want to find my hand at. And that'll take a bit of my creativity.
Target identified. Light cruiser.
Because there's a video competition for either educational videos or action videos, which is just cinematic in other words. And surprisingly enough, I don't really want to do an educational video for that contest, because I do that as my mainstay. And I think making one for a contest is just a bit lame. So I'm gonna try my hand at the cinematic. That's gonna be interesting because I don't have a lot of experience with cinematic video making.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
German players being German players, not being environmentally aware.
Thank you very much.
Good to know. Those could be worse, at least he tried slowing down. So that thing is still a 6-0, isn't it? So is Kudam a 6-0? I wasn't sure that's 6-0 anymore. Cleveland is there, so yeah, it's definitely a 6-0 game.
Captured a zone.
Target identified. Heavy cruiser.
Ooh, another thing I haven't mentioned about the Tiger. It kind of likes to explode with the frontal magazine. It's not that high, but it's more that it just got chain reactions with the third rounds. So it just detonates the top one, then detonates down again. So HMS Tiger does like to explode. Speaking of which, a hostile Tiger.
Light cruiser.
Yeah, what I was getting back to that video competition that I want to partake in for War Thunder. It's a I'm thinking of making just like a general trailer for Naval. I have some good ideas on what to do. I just hope I can actually execute it the way I want it. I think that the deadline for the competition is like May 26th, so I still have a lot of time to work on it. But I do need to work on it at some point, because if I start doing it the week before, I'm never gonna make it in time. So yeah, now you know that in the somewhat near future, I might upload a cinematic type video, rather than the usual review or tutorial thing.
Port your helm. Aye, steer port.
So really, the gun shouldn't be able, should like be able to fire in this angle, but it isn't, which is just weird. It should probably even be fired to this angle. Might want to bug report it. Oh, I only just actually realized that that's Nagano I'm targeting. I don't want to hurt the boy like that. But it's Nagano. And it's the only target I have at close range.
The enemy is winning.
Shells can actually land on target, that is.
The light forces have captured a zone. Enemy forces have
It's already
captured a
dead.
zone.
There's an SKR out there. There is.
Thanks.
Helm. Hard to starboard.
So now I'm turning right, because my objective is going to be to capture A. Although it seems I have somebody who doesn't like me. And that Spokone is entirely capable of ruining my day. And here really, really working against me. Might actually do that. Hope the 76s might suppress them a bit. If they even open fire at this range, which it appears to them. There we go, now we're starting to land hits.
If we don't do something fast, the enemy will win. Enemy forces have kept their control.
Come on. Almost there. Just a few more hits will sink him. Come on, guns. You can do better than that. Okay, now he should be going down. I don't want to sink him. He actually has dangerous gunpowder. There we go. Now we do have dangerous stuff close by. Now that I'm here, I guess I'll be going to B instead. No. What are you doing there? I do not want you there.
Damage control to repair parties. Restore watertight integrity.
Oh. Aircraft on radar. Just want to make sure. Because the last thing I want is my good anti-air guns firing at a ship when there's an aircraft approaching. Here comes a missile.
The enemy will win.
That shouldn't kill me. Now, what's in front of us? Let's see. He's over there.
Take him down.
It's a bit scary. Also, I'm flooding severely. Oh, that's where he is. Okay, that's a torpedo taken to the balance. I can repair that, no problem. Why is the rear gun not turning? Come on, rear gun. Come on, come on. There we go. Oh boy. Then I have a gun depressed to deal with that. So that's not fun. Bridge got taken out, and because I don't have parts, it'll be an 80-second repair. There goes the front turret. Yeah, I think I might sink her. Let's see if I can take our compatriot down with us though. And both turrets are gone. Yeah. Let's see. I don't think I have enough time to strike something interesting, although there's something over there. The Bravi also sunk, so I shouldn't be too worried about that.
We've got to counterattack.
That is what you do not like to see when the objectives are literally right there. especially in the Hipper and the Kirov. It's a 6.3 game. Is that no, it isn't. That looks like an interesting target, but I think it's a German cruiser. Which might actually have decent AA if I'm not too careful. So my objective will be to hit the rear turret cluster. If that is actually the cruiser I think it is. Scary. Let's see what we can do. And we just do some barrel rolls to avoid the anti-air. And I think, come on, closer, let's drop it there. Okay, the bomb's away. Will I hit? I will. Okay, that's the plane going down. No clue what kind of damage I did though. But I did hit him. I did actually hit him. But at that point, 3 1,000-pound HE bombs would probably have been better.
Action station. Enemy spotted. Helm. Hard to starboard.
So nobody on our team seems inclined to move towards the actual objective of the battle. It'll be game over.
Retreat from battle. Report losses.
It wasn't the worst. Almost have parts for the Tiger. You don't have a pretty big RP booster left. I do. 2 of them even. Ooh. Sure thing. Let me ruin the next match for myself already by activating a big ol' RP booster. Luckily the later modifications actually get cheaper, these mid-tier ones, rather than the early ones. Because there's so many of them. I'm probably going to go for dry docking first, just go a little bit faster. Okay, waiting for everybody here to ready up. And then we'll get going. There we go. Yeah, the mod prices, it's just rank 1 is a bit painful. The other 2 are okay-ish. Because they're just more of them, they'll get cheaper. The later ones are pricey again, but that's one thing actually about Tiger. It's a rank 5 cruiser. So I can research all my battleships with it at full efficiency. While still playing 5-7, which is actually quite a favorable BR for matchmaking. What I also need to do is get a move on, and if I still want it, Sheridan. Because next week we get a new battle pass. That reminds me, we now actually know what the battle pass boat is, and it's pretty cool. The USS Flagstaff. Although, it doesn't seem to have the funny shillelagh missiles for the Sheridan turret. Which is a bit of a shame, but still. It looks like a cool boat. And the fact you can swap between having the tank turret or a 40mm Bofors on the front is really nice. Because you can either go full memes, or you can try and be competitive. And now we wait for the queues, which tend to get longer when you get more squad mates. But oh well. It should. A 152 should reliably hull break coastals. I think like the... Oh, what's that howitzer you see on that early British boats? A 114? That can already pretty reliably hull break most coastal vessels. I think a Sheridan should be able to. The question is though if its shell velocity will be okay or not for coastal. Because compared to tanks, where a 2-kilometer shot is really long range, a 2-kilometer shot in coastal is not that uncommon. Oh, I don't like this map. Not for cruisers. You're forced out in the open. At long range.
Prepare the ship for battle.
But well,
Flank speed.
we'll see what we can do.
Hard starboard. Hard starboard. Aye. There. 60. 11,000 meters.
Why did the Davis spawn over here?
Enemy spotted.
Oh well. Yeah, that is the thing. It is still a tank turret, and as cramped as a tank turret. Slow down, because I do not want to be the first out in front of the enemy cruisers. What's going on with this ship? Hit to me, seeing as it did no damage. Such long range for this ship, man. Oh, and I activated the big booster as well, didn't I? Yeesh, I need to get out there and in the action. No lollygagging back at spawn. To sea I go. Okay, Kurama. Let's see what we can do against an armored cruiser. Yeah, if I can actually hit it, it is. There's two of them? Sheesh. Well, they must have been... Can the Kurama drop the loot boxes as well? Might, because I think vehicle rewards in the loot boxes at the moment are all from previous crafting events. Kuruma is from a crafting event. Really reliable damage. Let's focus on that AI destroyer instead. Yeah, I should actually be able to go through the upper belt of the Kuruma. That range. It's only 5 inches and I have almost 6 inches of pen at 10 kilometers. My buddy in the Spokane going ham on their coastal vessels, which is good. Because we don't like our matches ending short.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
Okay, we're at Tashkent. A torpedo trade. The Fritz X slowly about to collide with me. Steer away with him. What's that? That is a Wunderton. Huh. I'd rather not piss it off. Is it a player? No, it's not. Oh, my gunners to air targets only again. Hello there, Bill. I swear to God, Frutaka. I mean, you could try, but yeah. Okay, that guy's gonna go down. I'm tempted by the Spey being that exposed. This is HMS Tiger, a rarer event ship that I managed to buy from the Gaijin market because it went down in price considerably. Okay, Furutaka, please get off me. For the love of God. Severe damage to an aircraft target. Gotta love rapid fire 76mm HEPT. P8, even better. Because it deserves my HEPT. Are you gonna be a pain with your funny, I'm gonna use my missile against surface targets? You are, aren't you? Let's see if we can do the funny. Nope. Okay, I got my bridge. Yeah, the SGBs are quite great, although the tactical one is actually better than the event one. I have it in my lineup as well. Factory or Ray Fox. Things I don't have a bridge and I'm gonna miss the sea point at this point. If I keep going. Something to my left is bothering me as well. There we go, bridge is back. And the bridge is... No, still have control, okay. There goes Bravi. To the bottom of the ocean where it deserves to be. Okay. I think that's good for whoever launches torpedoes. Did I manage to dodge them? Oh, hello there, Spokoni. Lost an engine. I think I need to start taking destroyers with me in my lineups, just when you get maps like this. It is pretty fun, but it's not the greatest, I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty fragile. The guns really don't like being at long range at all. And yeah, the stock grind is making me suffer a bit. Let's see. I'll repair my turret first, because it's my turret. Don't make me do this. Not to a Japanese ship. Oh yeah, it's already a really nice AA ship. Stay bow into all the big ships and deal with whatever this is. The threats on this side. Yeah, planes are quite a rarity in realistic battles. I did actually shoot one down earlier this battle. I shot down a PE-8. Did I? Yeah, I did. I should probably deal with the armored cruiser that's 5 kilometers away. Probably. That should be enough to sink it now. Yep. But let's keep pelting it until it's actually sunk. That Wonderton is scary though. Although, if I get sunk, the Wonderton would be an excellent target for an AP bomb test. Turning his attention to me. The target doesn't have much AA, so I can sneak past that. Something's on B. So let's try and deal with that. 'Cause it'll help the team out if I could sink it. Any of my shells hit? No. The enemy have a Tiger in their spawn. That's going to make things a bit more difficult. You want to sneak past an AP bomb, so let's not. But they still have a Wonderton at the same time. Tricky. Although we have a Wonderton now.
Action station! Enemy spotted! Engine! Flank speed! Target identified! Flight Target identified. Bomber. 6,000 meters.
Oh yeah, the turrets rotate really quickly. That is stock as well. The thing is, this cruiser was designed to be an anti-air ship. So that's why the turrets, you know, an anti-air ship in the era of jets. That's why the turrets can rotate really quickly. And again, that is without the turret rotation speed upgrade. There's a plane. plane approaching our location. They only get HVT, and I wouldn't use them against surface targets really, other than like just maybe destroyers and DPT boats. But other than that, you can use them. You can actually use them together with the main guns. But it gets a bit confusing and really loud.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
I'm not even sure my 76s are hitting him. I don't think they are. Yeah, fires don't really work like that. The things you can set on fire in the superstructure would be their smoke funnels, any exposed AA or exposed secondary turret, and their bridge. Setting the bridge on fire is useful, but nah, not to that extent. I'd rather than be useful for anti-air purposes. My air gun is still open, you can see anything. Oh, it's already dead. Just keep shooting it. And that is an actual, like, Helgoland, isn't it? Not the Helgoland, the... No, it is the Helgoland, I think. The Westfalen is the one of the big guns, isn't it? With the 12-inch guns, and the Helgoland, the 11-inch guns. I'm not sure anymore. All those German battle hexagons. They confuse me. Yeah. I must remind people that I am cursed when it comes to naval. Me and my friend group have discovered this curse, that when I play a ship that shouldn't be doing too well, I do decent in it, or even well. But when I play a ship that is like peak of the meta, I just don't have a good time. Might explain why I really don't like the Russian cruisers. Or the Spokojny for that matter. Taka is not having a great time. And down it goes. I've done really well this battle. Can we capture an A? We might still have some more time. I do not know. I don't really like premium battleships though. Actually the Vinci, yeah, the Vinci is a premium one, right? I don't like using premium ships to grind stuff with, because that's just not how I like to grind. I like getting a new ship, fully upgrading it, and then just moving on to the next one. And yeah, that was a really nice match with a 500% booster. That should get me an upgrade or two. Literally 2. Let's get speed, let's get rudder afterwards. And then work on... I think speed is just more important to get on Tiger now because it's slow. But then speed, improved rangefinder, then primary armament, then I'll get engine maintenance, VT, and then work off the rest. There we go. But yeah, when I go to... Also, the main reason I don't really see the point in Da Vinci is... I already am almost done with Italy. I do need to get Bolzano at some point. I've heard decent things about Bolzano. But yeah, I'm almost done with Italy, so there's no real point in me getting Da Vinci. And I might. But I don't really collect premiums. Other than for Japan, because the only reason is because I want to get every single Japanese vehicle. The only reason I have, like, this is Battle Pass, this was the old reserve one, which I just nabbed up. This one I used for tournaments. This is a crafting event. That is a Battle Pass vehicle. And the Iron Duke I won through a tournament as well. So that's the reason behind all my British premiums. So tournament winnings, Battle Pass, event, Battle Pass. And they were dirt cheap, so I just... Montgomery was about to disappear, so I got it before it disappeared. And Verdun I had to use in the tournament. Well, had to. Yeah, the thing with premium battleships is they're either copy-paste from Tech Tree ships or slightly worse. Because they really don't like selling the meta top tier as premiums. Well, not for Naval at least. Not anymore. So that's why the premium battleships aren't that interesting to get. Also, for me personally, I have almost all my naval trees done, so there's no real point in getting premium battleships. I also don't like battleship gameplay too much. Yeah. Like, the only nation I don't yet have a battleship... Actually, there's 2 I don't have. Okay, do I have a French battleship? No, I don't have a French battleship yet, and I don't have a Russian battleship yet. And those are the only 2. I have German, American, British, Japanese, and Italian battleships. So I don't really see a point in getting a premium one to grind with. If it's an interesting enough collector's item, I will get it. I will consider getting it. And if it's Japanese, I'm just gonna get it. Oh yeah, Congo is also still one of my favorites. Mainly because it doesn't detonate like the other Japanese battleships. Or at least, shouldn't. Yep. The thing is, cringe, their destroyers are actually their best part. They're a bit difficult to get used to because they're different. You can't really get in close with them. Or not as easily. But the French destroyers are the best part of the tech tree. Okay, that's also not the greatest map for HMS Tiger. Because you spawn in open water at long range. I might... You know what I might do? I might first spawn a coastal. And if I can get the caps, I might have enough for the Wyvern to try the AP bomb again.
Action stations, man your posts. Engines, flank speed.
I'm personally never really a big fan of the first spawning coastal thing. Because the main reason I play Naval is to just get new ships and upgrade ships. So I never really see the point in spawning a coastal first. Yeah, again, like, if you want to win a match, if you want to get the caps, first spawn coastal is the way to go. But that is not really the reason I play matches. I don't really play to win, I just play to have fun. And get some more upgrades on ships. Quick gunners to all targets. And what happens if I... Can I have secondaries enabled? No. Alrighty.
Dangerous shallows ahead.
There's plenty of destroyers, which makes me worried. I don't know, the tree split really was a negative for many people. Although it did get more people into Naval, I guess, it's still... There's better ways to have gone around it.
Light cruiser. Starboard. 9,000 meters.
The thing is, you have to remember, like, maps like these are the OG maps, maps that were in the game at the start of Naval. They're just not designed for cruiser and battleship matches. But yeah. Not too. I'm actually pretty far of all my coastal tech trees as well. I mean, I'm in rank 4 of all of them. But it's like... grinding through rank 4 into rank 5 coastals is difficult. If anything, I'd say it takes longer than getting through rank 4 and 5 blue water by a wide margin.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
Okay, I need to be careful about what's on sea. It'll be a PT, but it's a bit faster than me, but not too fast. I'm not thinking PGO2. There it is. Bridge, shoot a bridge, shoot a bridge, shoot a bridge. And there's another one. Get like a second.
All hands, all hands.
And it is now a quote-unquote spawn wasted.
All hands, abandon ship.
Alrighty, what do we have over here? Some dangerous German lights. Let's actually deal with Nuremberg first. Let's disable that, because I don't like that option. And start hammering at Nuremberg. Oh, it's already dead. I'll read it correctly. On to the next one. So much lower with these guns than I'm used to because of their long travel time.
Section down. Attention to the designated grid zone.
Should be almost done. Actually, no, it is already sinking. Let's just finish it off for a good measure. If we can hit him. There we go. That's a daring class. Let's see. What do I have over here? Ooh, enemy Tiger. Let's deal with him first. Let's see if we can actually detonate one. Look at how much damage that thing takes. Okay, apparently Diana should have been one of my priorities. German cruiser is going to be next. Going down already. And that is me about to eat a whole lot of damage.
If we
not full ammo load. The ammo load on most ships doesn't matter. It's only a few battleships, for as far as I know, that actually changes the ammo detonation chances. Genuinely, Warspite is an any update now kind of ship. A lot of the battleships are really. Should be him out of the count now. What is hitting me with automatic fire? Oh, the backup Tigers. I saw the backup Tiger as well, so if this guy does sink me, I'll just spawn back in another one.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
Yeah, you are seeing a lot of Tigers around nowadays. Didn't even really take a look at the guy in the chat what he said. Let's start flooding repairs. If it can actually help with flooding. So what I'm not going to do is repair my engines, because I don't need to. And that would just make me die even quicker. Because engines hold crew, but a destroyed engine doesn't. Okay, there it goes. I think that's the main guy who's just shooting me up, wasn't it? And that's another German cruiser, of course. Target on radar, I heard. At the end there. Yeah, that'll be my last surface spawn now. Yeah, the thing is, I completely don't sympathize with kill stealing, because that's just not a thing. People don't know how much you damage a target, do they? If you wanted to get the kill, you should have sunk him. Yeah, I'm gonna just... You know what I should always do, actually, is I go to here, I go to... It's somewhere in here. Chat and voice chat, and there we go. Put it to no. Actually, no. When I'm on stream, let's do that even differently. Only squad, because I don't care what anybody else says. Yeah. I've been having... Like 5-7 is a sweet spot for cruiser BRs. You can get some really good matchmaking, like for hours on end, or you can get really bad matchmaking for hours on end. Although for 5-7 it does seem to be the case that you get decent matchmaking more often than not. Should now put it to only squad mates. Put it to show chat when I receive a new message.
A little more effort and victory will be ours.
Alright. I'm trying to think what is a good map for this ship. Like a nice close range cruiser map. Fiji would be interesting, although Fiji doesn't have the cover. Okay, I'm not gonna complain about some backups. We do have another big ol' RP booster I can use. Oh, I'm getting close to actually unlocking the first camo as well. Everybody's ready, so let's get going. Yeah, leather track. It's going quite well. I did actually plan to do AP bombing this stream, but I couldn't get the plane I wanted. So instead, I'll be playing HMS Tiger, and that's been going swimmingly, I'd say. Could have gone better, could have gone worse, but that's just HMS Tiger. Also, I do wonder what's gonna happen if we ever get the... Isn't there a British battle cruiser called HMS Tiger as well? Because that could be interesting when you have HMS Tiger and another HMS Tiger. I think the Tiger battle cruiser, isn't it like a British Congo if I oversimplify it? That's this map again. Let's see if we can have some better chance with coastal shenanigans. Nah, they have destroyers. Nope, it's destroyer matchmaking. So let's not.
Action stations, man your posts. Engines, flank speed. Helm, harder starboard. Harder starboard, aye.
Is that the only cruiser spawn? Well, he's not gonna have a great time. Keeping an eye to make sure no other cruisers spawn. Doesn't seem like it. Immediate fire. Some more stuff is spawning, and it seems like a Fritz spawned there. Engines. There we go. Fritz is next. Lost 2 secondary turrets, but that's fine. Radar, nothing on radar. And we keep going. Alert, and again there's nothing in front of me. Well, I do think they also call it out when something's about to collide with you. Doesn't look like it. Let's re-walk. Collect the guns. Center again. There goes the bridge again. does seem like HMS Tiger just likes losing that bridge. There we go. Lock it down.
Enemy destroyed. Enemy hit. Enemy listing.
And this destroyer's about to go down as well. And there it is. What should we need now? Nakazuki that took out my bridge immediately.
Target identified. Destroyer. Buried.
That dispersion is nuts on 2 guns. I'm already down to 32%. I somewhat doubt it'll be the Akazuki's doing. And I lost the bridge again. I can't lock onto the Akazuki, but he can lock onto me because my ship is taller. I think. I'm still not quite sure what the requirements for locking onto actually are. I think I'm going to repair now to get my thing back in order.
Begin damage control. Target identified. Destroyer.
Kind of annoying I can't deal with the Akazuki.
We are losing.
Somebody attack him!
Very annoying actually, there it is. There's an aircraft up, so I can stay afloat to shoot it down.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
Come on, lock onto the Akazuki. And that should be the Akazuki dealt with. Apparently more cruisers are spawning. Is that an AI? Engine 1. No, it isn't. That's a player. He's being bold. I'm actually tempted to swap to the HE for this person. I think I might. Never mind. The AP managed to detonate him.
140.
And I just ran straight in front of this Nuremberg. Which is, yeah. Lovely.
Damage control. About flooded compartment. Enemy hit. Damage control to repair party.
That was entirely my fault, but oh well. need to get the rangefinder upgrade, I think, because I'm missing a lot because the range is just not accurate to the target. Well, you'd think that 93% would be accurate enough to not make you miss this much. Sunder's over there, is it? It's Moffat, rather.
Abandoned ship.
Is there any target worthwhile AP bombing? Even if there isn't, our team is currently in the lead, so I'll just run the risk. I have, and I'm not entirely sure if I like them. Like a lot of the frigates and frigate-like ships, the higher BRs are going up, which is rough. The Oigans are going down again, which, okay, I guess. I don't really remember anything else noteworthy on that. And I should look it up again. Drag it up in here again. Yeah, after this match, I'll try and remember about the VR change and I'll look into it again. That looks interesting to strike. Can I? I think it's a Japanese light cruiser, like a 5.0 cruiser. I think an AP bomb will be a bit of overkill for it. I guess I'm not approaching it at the right angle anymore. There goes my wing. I'm on target, stay on target. Okay, bomb dropped, and that's gonna miss by a country mile. That was actually a Omaha. It's a Detroit, and that explains its NTR. But yeah. I'm also way too rusty at actually dive bombing without a bomb sight. But I'm not playing Japan now, so I can't use a bomb sight on AP bombs. It's going fine. Having some fun with the HMS Tiger.
Victory is close.
And still kind of trying out AP bombs, but really not working. Well, at least not the way I wanted to.
Hold your help.
Ideally, the best targets for AP bombs would be like the early dreadnoughts that have next to no anti-air. But then I actually need to get enough spawn points to spawn a plane and hope that they don't have any anti-air escorts. Now my squad mate is taking away all my anti-air kills. That is not an actual complaint, you do you? It's fine. There's nothing. There is genuinely nothing more fun than slapping a propeller-driven aircraft out of the sky with a telephone pole of an anti-air missile. Just looking where it's going. What's left in their team? Whilst I'm in this lull, let's actually try and look up the BR changes again. Anything on radar? Oh, there are actually targets on radar.
Just a little more effort, and victory will surely be ours.
But they're all low flying, I think, or aren't they? No, they aren't. Oh, Bravi. Do we still have a Bravi? We do.
There. 120. 9,000.
Yep, there he goes.
Another zone captured. We have the advantage.
Let's see.
Hard apart.
Can I find the BR changes again?
The battle is over. Crew, stand down. And make me some tea.
Hmm. Yep, it's done. Lovely. Around then. And let's get rangefinders next. Oh, that's not good. Am I still live? I'm still live. I just don't like the fact that the frame counter just dropped to 0 again. So I have this little window in my OBS that I keep an eye on. That counts the amount of frames I've recorded and how many didn't get through to the live stream. And that counter reset. No, it's not War Thunder. It's definitely my stream that did something funky.
Secure the ship for sea.
And I'm...
Collision alert.
as long as nobody notices anything, it's fine. I'm trying to just find this...
Midship. Helm midship. High.
My phone is being extremely slow trying to look this up. Changes. Let's look it up. It is not a high explosive fragmentation buff, it's an all shell fragmentation buff. Now there is, yep, this is HMS Tiger.
Action station. Enemy spotted.
I see you're going to be in a sandwich.
Hard apart.
Jesus. Was there a small hiccup? Well, as long as there's no longer any hiccups, it should be fine. I hope it doesn't mess up the video, like the VOD or whatever you call it, afterwards though.
11,000 meters.
Oh, thanks.
Target identified.
That's fine, don't really care about that. That guy though.
Target identified.
It's not the greatest, but it can be fun. I've been enjoying it at least. Its guns are really inaccurate though. That's kind of my biggest issue with them at the moment. It's also an incredibly fragile ship because as you can see I'm already down to 59%. Other than that, it's okay.
Enemy hit. Damage control. Compound flooded compartment. Helm. Hard starboard.
don't actually know what it's like in World of Warships though, so I couldn't tell you if it's similar to that or not.
Thank you very much.
Okay, that's not good. Losing a turret is half of my firepower, and I don't really have the most firepower to begin with. That's a quick repair at least. Although all my ammo in the rear turret disappeared. It was detonation. Although, yeah, it did. Well, if that's the case, time to go bow in. Again, let me get to the plan BR changes as soon as I get a moment where I can actually think and look away from the screen for a second. There goes my front turret.
Attack the enemy!
Okay, bridge.
Our victory is near.
Need to hit the rear of them. There we go. And I want to get on that cap as soon as possible so I can start reloading.
The victory is near.
And there's now a cuckoo. That French cruiser is sinking, so let's switch fire to the cuckoo. Let's shoot a clue. Oh no, that. Okay. This guy, tournament player. Actually, pretty good one as well. At least for as far as I remember. And there I go. I'm not gonna bother with AP bombs if I can get the Wyvern up, because there's just no targets suitable enough for an AP bomb. So let's see what else we can pick. $30 kilos, like 40 kilos of TNT is just not enough. I could do some more torpedo memes. I'm always open for torpedo memes, so let's do that.
All hands, abandon ship.
Perfect target for a torpedo would be the cuckoo. If it doesn't get sunk already, of course. that there's a bunch of destroyers which you don't really want to fight to a plane. The Kako, on the other hand, shouldn't have that much empty air. What's it drop for my torpedo again? 443. Which is actually pretty slow for a wyvern. I have air brake so I can work with it. So that destroyer gets sunk so it doesn't shoot me down. So it's slowing down. That's my worry. Away. Permanent flooding of the bow won't sink him. Maybe something. Maybe a rocket strike on the rear turret cluster would be interesting. It has a few machine guns and then the 120s and that's it. Like literally that's it. It's like I think machine guns around the bridge and then the 120s around here. That's all it has. That's an Akazuki, so let's not get close to that. I mean, yeah, that's what it has, a couple of 13-2s, but like around the bridge, and that's it. There's a friendly player here. There's another Akazuki in there, there's a Dutch cannon. Quite sure what this is, but that? It's a Fletcher? No clue. Do I strike the Akazuki? Whilst it's distracted by the year, I might. Uh-oh. Ah, pilot sniped. Damn. I was about to launch a rocket as well. Oh well, back to Tiger it is. Beaching. It seems my ship is now void of any internals.
Just keep it up, and victory will be ours.
Enemy destroyed. Starboard your help.
Actually didn't cut his bridge whilst he was on a hard turn. So he'll be circling around a bit. I think. Rather Brave of that German destroyer to come around our side of the B point. But it is working, I guess. Seems he sailed out of the cap as well.
Destroyer.
Tashkent over there. There's Takazuki again.
Target identified. Destroyer.
There's another Tashkent. They're all kind of far away. They're a bit far away for these guns. Where? The Akazuki is probably the best target I have at the moment.
Let's keep the pressure
I don't really
on.
like bullying Akazukis too much. But I guess when there's literally no other targets... Mind, there's now another target. That's an even worse thing to bully. But oh well. Technically speaking, it shouldn't be at this PR, so... It's not bullying. Yeah. I've been getting a lot of detonations on ships I didn't think I could detonate with this ship as well.
Target identified.
Which I'm not sure if that's a shell fragmentation thing or just the Tiger being the Tiger.
Helm. Midship. Helm midship. Aye.
They're pretty good. The guns are really good actually. The shells at least. The problem is that the shell velocity is rather low, so it just takes ages for them to get anywhere. And the dispersion is awful for the shell caliber. I genuinely don't think there's another light cruiser with dispersion as bad as this. But the shells are amazing.
Attack the C point.
Enemy forces have captured a
Just
zone.
tuning the aircraft up. Yeah, and that's a problem really. Like, only having 4 shells at a time, even though you do spit out a lot of shells a minute. It's... yeah. Dispersion is really noticeable, that's why I like getting close. Currently my rangefinder is also just not accurate enough for me to use it properly, or I might just be having severe skill issue, which is also very possible. There goes the A fire. Let's actually follow those tracers. This could be in AA range now. That was not mine hitting it there, was it? What is that? I'm gonna have to leave 200. That's got shot down by Dornier 217. That's a bit of a shame.
Starboard your helm. Here, hit. Engine.
The A gunners opened up on something. Something low. Oh boy. My gunner should be able to deal with that really easily. Yeah, there we go. That's a torpedo heading for my squad mate though. Okay. Yeah, you can always do that. You could always set those. You can even set it for the primary guns, although AI can no longer, you know, use primary guns. You do that with controls.
Helm.
These.
Ships.
So manual targeting of primary, auxiliary, and anti-aircraft. That makes you set a manual target for your AI gunners. So let's say they're shooting at something, but you want them to switch to something else. You can do that. The only annoying part is though that they'll only look at that target. So let's say you lock on, you make them shoot at a bomber, but that bomber then flies away. They won't switch at something that gets closer. Not that they really do that to begin with, but yeah. Like if they're even like 10 kilometers out, they'll just look at that target and no others. Which can be a bit dangerous if you forget about it. Close. Anyways, yeah, I was going to look at the BR changes. So I'm going to do that first. We check if they're the same for both game modes. They are. So yeah, I'm actually going to go over them on stream. So let me do that first. I hope you have the patience for that a bit. There. Let's see. Let's start with just the top of that list. Is this thing. The old event vehicle K-13 is going up from 1.7 to 2.0, which is a bit sad because I actually use that ship a lot to grind out events with this lineup. This lineup, genuinely one of my favorite lineups for Naval, if you want to relax and have some fun. But now if that goes up to 2.0, it'll be the only 2.0 and barely any different from the tactical counterpart. Okay, that's a bit of a shame to see that go up, but at the same time I have been seal clubbing people with it every time an event rolls around. Kind of understandable. Any others, anything else Japanese? As I can see. Then we go to the Italians. The Gabbiano and the Folaga are both... Yeah, both are going up to 3.7. Which is harsh. Also, they do get coastal spawns, don't they? So it's okay-ish. But it's going to be a bit rough on them when I have to fight gearings and stuff like that. Then we go to the German tech tree. Let's see, what is it again? M802 and M17. So this thing and this thing are both going up to 4.0. Which is really rough. And whilst I do like to see the M802 burn in hell, I don't think 4.0 is a good BR for it. Yeah, no, 3.7 is more than fine. 4.0 is going to be rough. And probably not really deserved, but well, apparently it is deserved. Then we go to Britain, where the Peacock and the Orla are also moving up to 4.0. Which is... I don't really see why, but on the other hand, I kind of do. Although, were they really that's OP for 4.7? I don't know. For 3.7? I don't know. Like, I personally don't really see the reason for them to go up to 4.0, because they really can't fight destroyers. And, I mean, they're a little bit tanky against coastals, and they do get a coastal spawn. I don't know. I don't really see why they move up to 4.0. Then you have the Italy again with the Albatross. This thing also going up to 4.0. Even more yikes. Because this thing is a frigate that gets a destroyer spawn. It only has HE shells. It is not that good. It is actually even pretty bad. It's rapid fire guns, but they don't deal well with destroyers, so that thing going up to 4.0 when it has a destroyer spawn point. And I don't know if you noticed, but look at the speed. No, not good. That's probably one of the ones I really don't agree with. K2, this brick of a blue water vessel is going up to 4.3. That is wild, because like they're tough. They're actually armored for the BR, but I don't see 4.3 really. putting them in striking range of the 4 or 5-3 light cruisers. But yeesh. I am playing 5-7, but I'm just going over the BR changes at the moment. Oof. Then we stick with Germany for the other BR changes, where Blue Water Fleet, Köln, this fella right here is going down to 5-3, which I do believe is more than deserved, because it is like the Nuremberg is 5-7 because it has a higher rate of fire compared to these two. So the Köln going down to 5-3 makes perfect sense. That's fine. And then it's our the Hipper and the Eugen going back to 5.7, which might just be skill issue on the German players because they're kind of weird because I'd say they're too powerful for 5.7. But compared to some of the 6.0 cruisers you have running around, I don't know if you but they are 6.0 material, definitely. It's just that they have exposed magazines, which is just a joke when you actually fight 6.0 stuff. Yeah, it definitely was. At least most of us think it was the aimbotting bots that made the Eugen move up. But yeah. So that's might be the reason why it's moving down again, because actual people have their hands on it again, and they're German mains, so nothing much good comes out of it. But that's all the BR changes, so a lot of the high-tier coastals going up in BR, which is rough. And then a German cruiser going down, which actually deserves. And then the Hipper's going down again. Yeah. Well, the thing is, something that needs to be remembered. Also, Sky, I'm going to send you an invite because I assume you want to actually play with us. There is a roadmap thing where they're going to split the battle rating for aircraft depending on the game modes. So, like, aircraft will have a different battle rating in air battles, ground battles, and hopefully naval battles. So that could mean that we'll finally see some battleship decompression BR-wise, because it can just push the planes up to ridiculous high BRs. I hope that's what they do. That's really what they should do, so they finally can actually have some decompression in the earlier battle ratings. Like Coastal's playable again, maybe. But we'll have to wait and see when that roadmap item gets developed. Anyways, back to Naval. Back to some planes from the HMS Tiger. No, the roadmap is actually for this year, because that's what the roadmap is actually set, well, kind of set dates. But if they're actually going to do decompression, yeah, that might take 6.5 years. Okay. Again, not a great map. I don't like open circle maps of the Tiger, because you want to get close with the Tiger.
Prepare the ship for battle.
Collision alert.
Engines, flank speed. Helm, hard aport. Hard aport, aye.
Could you imagine? Not full up there? Ooh, it isn't full up there. Yeah, 5.7 is definitely the BR sweet spot. Because the up tiers you do get are usually like 6.3 at the most, and then it's fine. Yeah. Well, McRib, me now having somewhat of an income, I've actually just bought HMS Tiger off the marketplace. It dropped below 50 euros for me, and that was enough for me to get it. Yeah, it's a very cool ship, and it is a bit sad it's only that the British don't have a TAC 3 equivalent to it.
Action station. Enemy spotted. Starboard your helm.
It'll be a bit of a tight squeeze if you don't hold just course. Yeah, exactly, Margaret. That's what I thought as well. Like 50 euro for a unique event ship, even. I'm fully aware that it's not good, it's not premium, it's not nothing like that, but it was good enough for me to get it. Because usually it's like above 100, 120, maybe even 140. That is just stupid amount of money to pay for a light cruiser like this.
Light cruiser.
Actually, check what it is now at the marketplace. Eesh, it's gonna be rough.
Collision alert.
Was it in the league list? Oh, yeah, it was, wasn't it? But the thing about league lists is that they're really unreliable. Because some people are just wishlisting them as well. Anyways, let me just quickly look up what a HMS Tiger is worth at the moment.
Destroy the target!
Like how expensive it is to get. Not how much it's worth. I'm not selling it. I can't sell it if I wanted to. So let's see. Come on. It doesn't really work on mobile looking it up. Yeah, the Seacat launcher definitely would have. No, it's a 6-3 match. 6-3 to 5-3, and guess who doesn't have any 6ers or 6-3s on their team?
Hold your help.
Lovely. I'm unsure about it. I think it's pretty cool. It not having the shillelagh missiles is going to be a bit disappointing if it doesn't. I'm not actually sure if it doesn't have the missiles, but it's cool. It's neat. It's probably not going to be particularly good, like a good grind or anything, but it's a cool ship. Yeah, so I've gotten that boat from the crates as well, but I already had it from the original event. It's not the worst premium, but it's, you know, it's a bit of a rough. Isn't this 3.0 as well, or is it? Yeah, it is 3.0. It's 3.0 is a really rough battle rating for coastal vessels. I mean, anything 2.7 and above, really. Yeah, same. I am still kind of annoyed that it's another coastal vessel battle pass reward, but as coastal vessel goes, it's an actual unique one. The problem I have with the Grey Goose is that it's just literally half as good. Well, not literally. It is practically half as good as a tech-free version of it. And I already had the tech-free version of it when I got a Grey Goose originally. So I never saw the point in playing it. Because the reason why I say it's half as good is because the Grey Goose only has one 40mm and one 20mm, whilst the well, the premium one, the event one, has only one 40mm, one 20mm, whilst the texture one has two 40mm and two 20mm. My rear gun isn't. Oh, okay. Again, not intended to detonate them, but I'm gonna take this. That's a ship type I need to revisit as well, the Isles of Flower. Because the last time I played them seriously, they still had the coastal damage model, so they were a lot more fragile. I haven't actually ever replayed them ever since they got tankier. And I really should. Oh, back then they weren't. They were kind of scary back then, but now they're busted. because how tanky they can be. Although a good artillery strike will sink them. That's usually how I deal with those ships. But I did get the PT boy behind him. Good stuff.
Direct hit! Damage control to repair parties. Pump out flooded compartments. We are damaged.
Yeah, not more. I still have radar, okay.
Ship, run aground. Starboard your helm.
Ah, I did run aground. I should be able to get myself over that.
100. 5,000 meters.
We're ahead of the enemy.
All hands. We have been critically damaged. Target identified.
I shouldn't be pushing that much. Yeah, I'm happy that I got this as well. Because it is a really cool ship and an actual unique one as well. It's not the greatest. I'm enjoying it, but it's definitely better 5.7s out there. But it's a nice ship to finally own. It's been on my wish list for quite a while. Did my radar got knocked out?
Repair parties, begin damage control.
I also hope that we'll get submarines because the screenshot potential and the custom battle potential of submarines is through the roof. But yeah, I don't think we're gonna get them that soon, sadly. But one can hope. Okay, those huts are really, those wooden huts are really strong. Stopping my 6-inch AP like it's nothing. And that one finished me off.
All hands, abandon ship.
Do I AP bomb? Do I not AP bomb? There's a Setsu out there.
All hands, abandon ship.
I could AP bomb the Setsu. Yeah, yes, right, but did you actually play the submarine event in November? Because that was a great fun. Because you have to remember that unlike wargaming, guys can model their submarines with their actual really shitty speed and restricted torpedoes. Granted that the torpedoes of the event were like really restricted, like in terms of speed and range. But I think that event was really well balanced. And I would gladly play it again. Yeah. It is. There are, of course, I don't really want to look at the event as like, oh, that's perfect, just implement it as it's no problem. There are some things you have to take into consideration when you think back on that event, like these submarines were facing destroyers that had no other surface combatants to deal with. So it's like the worst possible scenario for the submarine. Where is this battleship? that's not landed, so I'm not gonna touch it with a 6-foot pole. Is that it? Oh, it looks like the battleship is shaped. Sample text, are we thinking about the same event? Or do you mean with modern, like, World War II subs? Because that's the one we played. The Silent Thunder is definitely... that's not really a submarine event. I think it was testing other stuff. But the one last November was... okay. AI ships having the most cracked aim possible, as always. Jesus. I don't even know where the SKR was. God damn it.
Heavy cruiser. There. 100.
You know, Sample Text, they had a World War II submarine event for their anniversary in November. And that was great.
100. 9,000 meters.
So I finally had a target to actually properly test an AP bomb again. I got sniped out of the sky at 4.5 kilometers up by an AI SKR. God damn it.
We're ahead of the enemy.
Over there? Wasn't I flying over here? Jeez. Yep. Okay.
14,000 meters.
Well, the thing is, I need to remember the event act correctly as well, of course. You could actually go below 60... There was something, yeah, you could only go to 60 meters. And the detection was 60 meters and above. If you go below 60 meters, you run the risk of crushing. So I think it was like a balancing factor of do you go undetected fully, but run the risk of crushing, or do you not go undetected and have to crawl slowly. I think that's just mainly part to balancing why you couldn't go that deep. And it's definitely something to take into consideration how the spotting should actually work. But I think the event itself was really well done. There's our buddy in the Tony again. Salvo. I think I streamed that event twice as well if you want to watch footage of it as well. Well, yeah. If you can... Yeah, how can you... You know, I definitely did 2 streams of that event. On day 1 and on the last day I streamed it. If you ever want to rewatch footage of it. I don't remember what I called them though. But I think you can sort by date as well, can't you?
Out! 100, 500 meters.
Cleveland.
Destroy the target.
few of these American light cruisers, I think. Especially with how fragile this ship is in return. Question is, what do I spawn now? Let's see, is it Kent or Norfolk is I quite liked? Looks like Norfolk will be my choice. I find it questionable that I'm top of my team, but oh well. Yep, good night, McGrip. See you around.
Target identified. Light cruiser. Port forward.
We are losing.
Jesus, that's quite a list to take in a turn. Also, I never realized that the British 8-inch guns also have a 12-second reload.
Light cruiser.
There. 100. 8,000 meters.
Hard starboard. Aye.
Light cruiser.
I thought it was only Japanese 8-inch guns that had a 12-second reload. Again, I think the Oygons also have a... The Fritz X Oygon also has a really good reload.
Hell. Kitchen.
Oh, yeah, the Des Moines, of course, because... I actually sometimes forget that that thing has 8-inch guns, the Des Moines. Yeah. It also doesn't really see that many Des Moines class around it. I think mainly because it's not a factory ship either. It's a premium event ship.
Heavy cruiser. There. 100. 9,000 meters.
Target identified. Heavy cruiser.
Cool, huh? For that, oop.
9,000
Maybe an AI one, isn't it? Yep.
Target identified.
Blazing away to Stuka.
bearing 100. 9,000 meters.
I'm never gonna hit it at that range.
Light cruiser.
Let's see if that's what targets to shoot at.
120. 11,000 meters.
Yeah, there was, as Blickblock just said above, no, not Blickblock, Proud. USS Salem would be the third.
Enemy hit. Port your helm. Aye. Steer port.
And hopefully, yeah. But sadly, the naval editions are kind of slow when it comes to our wish listed items. These didn't detonate. I need to get into cover ASAP. Because I'm starting to take fire from Atlantis, I'm now, and other American light cruisers. let's get behind that cliff as quick as possible. It seems I've angered all of them. Long enough for France, that's for sure. And then that's the navy they get as well, which is just sad. Yeah, they don't even have a coastal tree. I'm flying severely. What on earth shredded me like that?
Damage control to repair party. Restore watertight integrity. Engine, fall back.
12,000 meters.
Target identified. Light cruiser.
12,000 meters.
We're ahead of the enemy.
Let's see if we can get those turrets back online.
Engine, all stop. Port your helm. Target identified.
I mean, you got the Roanoke in the past year.
Damage control.
I still need to get the Roanoke actually.
Direct hit.
Helm, midship.
Yeah. Actually curious, how long did it take between Baltimore and Pittsburgh? I don't remember what the time span was between those two cruisers. Because I know that when Baltimore came out as an event cruiser, there was a lot of people asking for it as a tactical ship as well, and that took a while. I don't remember how long exactly. Yeah, good luck Sky, but I'm not even the same postcode as you. And I'm not gonna fight whatever's up north either.
Shells on target.
I'm sorry, but if you say that that coastal vehicle is not a good battle path reward, it's better than copy-paste coastal vehicles, that's for sure.
Somebody attack him!
Yeah, oh boy. Okay, now I don't have a line of sight in that guy. You're gonna have to deal with that yourself.
Somebody attack him!
But they're all coming down there, are they?
Helm, harbor starboard.
I agree. We're losing.
Yeah, like the battle pass ship this time around is, even though it is another coastal, which I do also not really like too much. It's actually a worthwhile, like it's of all the coastal vessels you could have as event vehicles, it's one that fits. The funny Sheridan turret on top of a coastal vessel. Yeah, the aircraft though I couldn't care less about either. Just being another Mustang, another 4-gun Mustang as well, just no, couldn't care. The tank, just a King Tiger for Sweden, okay, sure, nice, but meh. Couldn't care for that either. It's not even the first 4-gun Mustang that's been a battle pass vehicle. I was sworn the French got one at some point as well. Seems I'm going to be playing Ring Around the Rosie with this New Orleans, so I'm not going to bother continuing into reverse.
Engines, flank speed.
Crew has always been squishy. Not even nowadays. Last time I played it was squishy as all hell. And even more now, it's always been squishy. Yeah, I think the Battle Pass being a lot of... The thing about the Battle Pass having copy-paste premiums, right? I think for when it comes down to unique vehicles, you shouldn't look for the Battle Pass, you should look for events. Because the Battle Pass is just a way to get premium vehicles for cheap. Is how you should see that. Whether they're interesting premiums or not. It's pretty long. It's like the other American 8-inch reload for as far as I know.
If we don't do something fast, the enemy will win.
Engines, all stop.
Shells on top.
Yeah, but remember that the 45k points is dependent on the rank of the vehicle. Like, we're getting the next tank event is going to be happening next week as well. And that's only 35,000 points. Oh, only. And they've said that the... What's the point? Could it vary between 45 and 25, depending on the rank? So I wouldn't... And technically speaking, the naval events are really easy to grind. Even 45,000 points is still possible. It's only 5,000 points more than it used to be.
Damage control to firefighting crews. Control
So yeah. That's 5,000 points more before multipliers are applied, so if you play Naval RB with high enough ranks, it's only really 2,500 points more than what it used to be. The naval events, well, it's going to be a cycle of ground, air, naval, ground, air, naval, ground, air, naval, like that. And it seems like it's an event every month. So I'd be willing to bet that the next one's going to be in June. Next naval event. Is my guess. Which the sharper among you might have realized that that's going to be the next update cycle again. So let's hope we don't get a bug like the rat bug this time around.
all hands, abandon ship.
Oh, June is what I think it'll be. Okay, lots of backups and improved rangefinder. Finally. Let's go even faster main turret, shall we? I'm not even halfway done to spading it, jeez. Oop, not all squad mates are ready. I do hope it's not another battleship. I'm fed up with event battleships. Actually, I think one more battle might actually get me this camo. Which is something. Yeah, that is actually a good possibility, although I really wouldn't want that to be an event ship. Not really because it doesn't deserve to be one, because historically speaking it's very interesting, but it's kind of a boring cruiser to get as an event ship. Like, I have 4 Japanese cruisers I'd love to see, be it Adventure ship or not, that would be interesting enough. At least for me. What was Wichita again? Isn't it like a Helena or a Brooklyn class but with heavy cruiser guns? It is the man, the myth.
Starboard all. Hard starboard, aye.
This is actually cool.
Target identified. Destroy.
Bearing 220. 11,000 meters.
Now midship, aye. Action station. Enemy spotted. Heavy.
Bearing 220. 11,000 meters.
Starboard your helm.
I didn't know it was in Orleans. I might also be mistaken, but I always thought that it was like some Brooklyn class hull that got heavy cruiser guns, or there was a plan to do that. Not with like the Brooklyn layout, but just the hull but heavy cruiser turrets. Like the standard 3x3. I might be misremembering though. Yeah, that's what I think the Wichita is as well. No, the Worcester is the anti-air cruiser. The Wichita, I believe, was just a Brooklyn hull, but with three triple 8-inch gun turrets.
Captured a zone.
I think that's what the Wichita is. But I'm not the best at remembering American ships.
Attack the enemy.
What's that?
Our victory is near.
Enemy hit. Target destroyed.
Port your helm.
Lovely.
Destroyed. Bearing 240.
Ooh boy. I've angered something, clearly. Angered enough for it to take out my bridge in one salvo. Then again, that's what happens when your entire superstructure is just bridge.
Heavy cruiser.
2 seconds, really?
9,000 meters.
Engine. All the staff. Target identified. Destroyer. Prepare.
No, not like that. Because the Megamis were literally like the exact same turret rings and everything. I think, to my recollection, a Wichita is the hull, but then heavily modified to fit a heavy cruiser armament. Yeah, Wichita would be an interesting cruiser, I guess, as well. Though I really need to look into what it was exactly again. believe me. I know that it was always intended to have the 8-inch guns. Well, it's not that they... It's not that they weren't... Well, yeah, technically by treaty restrictions they weren't allowed to make more heavy cruisers than what they already had. But they wanted to make more, so they made the Mogami. And then they just... It's not that they only swapped it when they was revoked by everybody. They retreated out of the retreat and then just did it. Yeah. Ah, okay.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
Yeah, Japanese. Yeah, I like my Japanese ships. They're weird and wacky. That's exactly why I like them. Like I remember I think a few months ago now, Naval made a video on the Miyoko. And when I heard what the original gun layout was supposed to be for the Miyoko, that was just wild. Because the Miyoko originally, it was supposed to have like, so the 3 turrets in the front, which it has now, so like a super firing pair and a turret behind it. But then it was supposed to only have 1 turret in the rear, which is just weird. You have a 4 turret ship, but 3 of the turrets are in the front and just 1 turret in the rear. Wild. This Nuremberg really doesn't like me, does he? Yes, all double-barreled. What I'm talking about for Miyoko.
Let's keep the pressure on. Victory is close. Allied forces have captured a zone.
Kind of. I might actually take a proper look at the Miyoko again and just show you what I mean. I'm telling you, these guns are really nice because they just detonate ships you don't expect to detonate. I kind of like having my turrets. Gearing, just going out in the open like that. Let's put gunners on all targets and let's have the 76 have some fun. Before he actually rips me apart. Terribly. Yeah, lost my ammunition in the front rack. And there we go. Damn it. Let me have backups. I think I'm just gonna head for C. What's going on with this squad? All died once and left.
Just keep it up, and victory will be ours.
Why can I not lock onto that Atlanta? Oh, don't tell me I have the lock on bug. Oh, that's not gonna be fun. Yeesh, okay. Oh, that's gonna be really rough. Especially on this ship. It's a really rare one, and I think it only happens when you respawn ships twice. That's the only conditions I've ever had that happen to me. But it's really rough because you can no longer lock onto people. So you can't get your range right anymore. Or is that it, when you die by ammo rack? Oh, lovely. But it does happen only on backups, right? I think that it only happens. Eesh. Okay then. Well, the match luckily is already in its final phases. We could have really done without it, to be honest. Basically what you have to do is actually go stationary. Think of it. I need to write down somewhere that I need to take the game logs, and I need to make a bug report on it. So bug reports are really annoying things to actually do.
Port your helm.
Aye, stay port.
Yeah, that would be a nice one as well.
Ah! 270,
Mogador.
1,500 meters.
Again, there's a lot of cool French ships that can really use and you know, really make their tree desirable, but just don't have them. And they really just screwed over the French tree with its introduction. I still think they should have gotten Dunkirk on release. Interesting plane choice in Naval. But that's gonna be a bit of a yikes. Especially because all my guns fire BT shells. There goes one wing. Although it wasn't mine that snapped off his wing. Apparently.
Let's keep the pressure on. Victory is close.
Starboard your helm.
Being able to look into targets is really annoying right now. I genuinely have no idea what range the target is as well. Is that going to work either because I can't lead a target that way? There's a dude at lead, that's going to be annoying. Jesus. Yeah, no, that's going to happen. Yeah, it's a targeting bug. I physically, like, you see my radar popping up, it's the same button I used to lock onto targets. I physically cannot lock onto them. So that is a bit annoying at the moment. Because there is a option. Naval battle settings, automatic target lock. There we go. Will that change it? Yes, it will. There we go. Because there's a setting that will make the game lock targets for you. There we go. That fixes the problem. I don't have it on by default because I don't actually like automatic target lock that much. Because it'll switch targets when you really don't want it to. But it'll save me this time. If only I thought of it sooner. I can't kill this spade now. Oh yeah, because I'm... Okay, Bridge is just being funny again. Come on. There we go. Automatic target lock to the rescue. Oh, believe me, 11-inch guns are not necessary to do that on the Tiger. A well-placed 5-inch gun could do that on the Tiger. Vanished from sight at the moment. Depends on the altitude. Because float planes will always try to reach a certain altitude. Okay, why is my range at 6 kilometers, game? Hello? Clearly can tell that it's wrong game. There we go. And there's my death. Can I just get to the engine room with that spade? That would be lovely. There we go. Got an engine. Torpedo. Oh, it says already some picture. And more Norfolk gaming. Actually, let's risk it. Let's risk it with a coastal spawn to get to the A point.
Enemy spotted! Starboard your helm!
Aye, steer starboard!
Always risk it for the biscuit.
Heavy cruiser! Port! 6,000 meters!
Yeah, this thing is a tech-free version of this boat, right? Lots of people have been getting the premium version. And it basically replaces this gun, I think, or the front gun with a 20mm, and then both the 20mm in the rear vanish.
Hold your helm!
Aye, steer port!
What am I tracking? I'm tracking the plane. You'd be able to make it on the way. And actually cap as well.
Destroyer! Port! 5,000 meters!
Starboard your helm.
Aye, steer starboard.
Just a little more effort, and victory will surely be ours.
Engines, all the stern.
Oh, that's an actual shipwreck. I thought it was like a fishing boat. Nope. No, those are all actually shipwrecks.
Allied forces have captured a
Yeah.
zone.
I don't know. I don't know the difference between carriers that much. Especially American ones.
Enemy routed. Report victory to HQ.
Camo unlocked as well as better turret traverse. Let's see. I think I'll just go with more speed for the next modification. Actually get herself. I think. Yeah, after speed I'll get shrapnel protection to maybe make myself a little bit tankier. Then VT, ammo wetting. Probably then ventilation. And we'll see. What was I going to do? Oh yeah, they do have good elevation. Plus 80. Yep, sure thing, Sky. It's getting pretty late. I think I might also just do one more battle and head out afterwards. It is indeed midnight. But yeah. The camo, that's right. Let's... Nope, that's not the one. Actually, I want to check. What is the filler? It's the same filler? Perfect. It is the same filler. I've unlocked the camouflage. Customization. And it is not the greatest. But it is a camouflage. Oh boy. Yeah, this is also the one you could buy in the marketplace, but I didn't really like it too much. It's a bit too subtle in my opinion. So let's just go with the bold sand color. I think the bicolor one is actually pretty interesting. The black and... what? It also doesn't help that I'm slightly colorblind, so I don't actually know what that color is. Like, is it yellow? Is it brown? Might be brown. Oh, they only look cool. It's just for looking cool. There are some cases where like it can actually confuse you if you have some camos where you look at them, but no, the main purpose is just to look cool. I do actually have one British skin with a user camo that I really like. The hood has this user. Did I unequip it? I didn't equip it. Here. Put on a razzle dazzle on the hood, and I love it. There's, of course, people can't see user camos. Anyways, HMS Tiger. Let's do one more battle and call it a night. It's 35,000 for the next grand event per star. 35,000 in 2 days. Of course, again, without multipliers applied. You know, I've been sitting on that 250% RP booster for ages because it's one I won from a tournament. Let's use it. Just one battle. Exactly. Although I hope that bang won't be an ammunition explosion. really need to do something about the creakiness of my chair. But I just never can be bothered. Exactly, sample. All three of... Oh, boy. Big open map on a ship that doesn't like big open maps. Also, first off, options, and let's disable that automatic targeting. This shouldn't be necessary anymore. I usually spawn left because I like using this island. I have indeed been cursed, but that is nothing new.
Action stations, man your posts. Collision alert. Starboard your helm.
Up there as well, 6-3 at the very least. It is indeed a true booster.
Target identified.
Is it in Nevada? Is it in Nevada I'm seeing? Oh, Jesus. Okay. Yeah. This is truly a booster moment. Well, what else can I do? That is bang number 1. Oh, Jesus. Typical, isn't it? Let's spawn on the other side of the map and see what I can do over there.
All hands, abandon ship.
Did it? Okay, there's a cruiser there, but that's far away. And the business it isn't. That is called streamer luck. I think that's what it is. Streamer luck.
Target identified. Carrier. Bearing 20. Helm. Harbor starboard.
It is very much possible, but you know what I'll try and look at it as like then? It's like, I'm not wasting the booster, I am making a shit match into a normal match, in terms of RP rewards. The thing is, all the targets are far away, nothing spawned over here. It would have been hilarious if there were just more battleships on this side. But oh well. I don't even really want to shoot at anything at this range because it's just so far. So let's just get into the cap first. And hope none of the angry cruisers notice me. For Rushlov's probably the most interesting target for me. I hope that the secondary is just shooting at me.
14,000 meters. Target identified. Light cruiser. Bearing 360. 13,000 meters. Target identified. Light cruiser. Bearing 360.
I think that is just secondaries.
13,000 meters. Target identified. Light cruiser. Bearing 360.
Actually, I do kind of like this camo. It's neat. Okay, that is not secondary gunfire. Which one is it? Not that one, is it you? I think we're fine. Get into the cap and just turn hard right. So we can open up on the Vroslov. Maybe try and get to the island as cover. Exactly.
Helm, midship.
Okay, guns. still only being shot at by secondaries, which is perfect. Well, there goes my bridge. I do really find it funny that it's going to be the last match of the stream, and it's the first full-up tier of the stream as well. Oh well. It is what it is. Exactly. They wanted to remind me that this is one of the possibilities of 5-7 matchmaking, to show it to the world. That is indeed the plan, Trad. That is the plan. Kill every single Hornet with a 6-inch AP shell, and then move on. Scary cruisers are running now really close as well. It seems the Akoma has me in its sight. Well, on to the next Hornet's nest. Exactly. You mean like that? Like that turret rotating in this direction? It seems like we're doing some substantial damage to these cruisers at least. I am definitely not at 29% crew. But a scratch indeed. Nothing a lick of paint can't solve. And a few life rafts. Now, we do have the prime targets for AP bomb testing. Question is, it's an Arkansas, it's like 2 Arkansas and a Nevada, which is not exactly the easiest NTR to wiggle yourself through. But we'll see what we can do. Ah, that doesn't help either, does it? I should have noticed that there was thick cloud cover. Because I need to go like initiate a dive pretty high up. Ooh, there's the coma still. But there's no way in hell I can see it. I think that looks like the coma. Might be an Ecoma-shaped object. Yes, the Naval is a late war refit. It has a monstrous amount of anti-air.
Engaging the enemy! Destroy the target!
I still see the smoke from that, what I assumed to be the Ecoma. It looks battleship-esque to me, at least. Actually, keep track of it through the clouds, roughly. There it is. Yeah, those are the scary battleships, I think. And I think over here is a lone AA lacking battleship. Actually, it looks like a Wyoming class to me.
Attack the enemy!
So let's see what we can do with this. I hope the guys on our left don't just slap us out of this. Oh boy, that's in Arkansas. I think... damn it. I'm not gonna get on target. Just gonna drop it and see what happens.
More pressure on the enemy. They're winning.
Yeah.
Destroy the target!
I get the feeling AP bombing is just not the way to go. That's just Norfolk, isn't it? Yeesh.
There. 2-0. 12,000 meters.
That would have been a really silly ship.
Enemy spotted.
But I live for the silly ships.
Starboard your helm.
There is. There's like a Yamashiro right there. That's no way. I just chose the wrong target.
13,000 meters. Target identified.
Where were our battleships, by the way? I know we had a Westfalen and a Nassau. Oh boy.
2,000 meters.
Uh,
Helm. Midship.
matchmaking at its finest.
Target identified.
Also, I physically cannot penetrate any of these battleships, by the way.
Target
Assuming they all have 12-inch belts, I literally cannot.
2-0. 9,000 meters.
There's still the... Is the Ecoma still out there? That's the carrier.
Target identified. Carrier.
Yeah, no, that's just...
Battleship.
Yeah, that is just what happens. Or fate was sealed when this matchmaking happened.
Somebody attack him!
Exactly, so I've just loaded the HE and I'm just gonna slap it into their anti-air. Because I literally cannot pan them with the sap.
Battleship.
Attack the enemy!
There goes their only remaining battleship.
If we don't do something fast, the enemy will win. Attack the enemy!
I am kind of curious what VR you'd give the training ship Wyoming.
Retreat.
Because like if you give it a lower BR than 6.7 or 6.3, most ships just physically wouldn't be able to pan it. But that would be incredibly funny. Yeah, as I said, it'll turn a really bad match in an okay-ish match. Oh. But I think I'm gonna leave it at that for tonight. It is indeed getting late. And, yeah. Let's see. Next week. I'm still gonna try and get the Fritz X's to actually give that a proper try. Because a Fritz X should be a lot easier to aim than a dive bombing wyvern at 6'7". Other than that, let me think. Yeah, probably for the foreseeable future, I'm not going to be releasing any videos because I have this project I want to work on for the video contest. That'll take some time for me to really figure out. Other than that, yeah, nothing special. Tiger's fun, kind of. But yeah, I'm not gonna dive bomb a whole Lancaster, that would be nuts. I don't have to either. So yeah. Anyways, thank you all for coming to watch my stream as usual, and I'll see you all in the next one.